other people's money, like your money and my money. And now his administration is hitting the road to try to brag about their lavish and ineffectual spending habits. In fact, on Tuesday, the White House is now embarking on a 2-week tour. There it is right there on your screen. 20-state tour to tout all of Biden's massive spending bills, all the money he spent for you. And what did you get for it? One thing Biden won't be promoting on his new tour, the administration's new war on, now it's air conditioners. First it was gas stoves, then it was washing machines, and now they're coming after your AC too. Joining me now are Fox News contributors Joe Concha and the founder of the Committee to Unleash Prosperity, Steve Moore. Gentlemen, both great to see you. Steve, let me start with you just on what are they selling on this tour, and do people want to buy it?
Yeah, well, talk about putting lipstick on a pig. I mean, this has been a pretty lousy economy, and you don't have to take my word for it, Pete. I mean, look at the latest polls that show, 2 out of 3 Americans do not feel like the economy is headed in the right direction, and they don't like the way that Biden has been a steward of our economy, and there's a good reason for that. I mean, people aren't stupid, Pete. They see the fact that Joe Biden has blown up our budget and our debt like no other president in American history, with $6 trillion of added debt in just 2 years, which is almost unimaginable. And I think there's a couple of other factors here that make people really dour about the economy. One is that month after month after month, Pete, people's incomes and wages are falling behind inflation. Now, inflation is down to 6%, but it was up to 9%. But still, people's wages keep falling behind. So the average family has lost somewhere between $3,000 and $4,000 in purchasing power since Biden came into office. And finally, our energy situation is just a catastrophe. We're not producing enough oil and gas. We're more and more dependent on countries like OPEC and Russia. And that's not just a national security threat, but it's also really bad for the economy. So, boy, I think it's a hard sell. I'll look forward to seeing what Joe Biden says in terms of this rosy economy, because people don't believe it, and they're in the right not to.
I feel like here's the role play. Joe Biden says, hey, everybody, your life is much better under my economy. And everybody goes, my life's not better. You can't bridge the divide of that disconnect. But, Joe, help me out with this air conditioner thing. Is this going to save the planet? Is that the whole idea that, is this all about the climate stuff again?
Well, you know me, Pete. I'm a fairly simple guy, right? Very few needs in life. And number 2 on that short list is air conditioning. I can't sleep in the heat. All right. Number 1, of course, is Apple Jacks. It's an addiction. I admit it. It's my cross to bear. But anyway, what do we see out of this administration over the past couple of months? A laser focus on taking away gas stoves, regulations on washing machines, and now air conditioners. What's next? A war on kegerators? I mean, because that's going over a very red line, by the way, at least for me. So, maybe, just maybe, Americans, to Steve's point, want energy independence. Maybe, and just maybe, they want the extension of the Keystone Pipeline, which the president keeps rejecting, and all the jobs that go along with that. Gas prices right now are nearly 50% higher than they were at the end of the Trump administration. But the Biden administration, they simply don't care because it doesn't directly impact them. The Democratic Party now is not for the little guy like it used to be, or at least claim used to be. They are for the elites, Pete.
Still, see, they really do live in that bubble where they'll say, oh, I know you like your air conditioner the way it is without these upgrades that you have to have, but it's going to save you money. I swear it's going to save you money.
I long for the good old days when liberals used to say, keep the government out of the bedroom. Well, Pete, why don't we keep the government out of the kitchen? Right? I mean, shouldn't it be? And they also say, the left loves to talk a person's right to choose. How about a person having the right to choose what kind of refrigerator they buy, and what kind of air conditioner they buy, and what kind of gas stove they buy? This is such an intrusive area of government. And when you think about it, what do they want? Do they want to go back to clotheslines? Do they want to go back to ice boxes? They want toilets that don't flush. They want washers and dryers that don't wash.
Shower heads with no pressure. Remember when Donald Trump talks about that?
I was in one of these hotels just the other night, and I turned on the shower.